What's up, everybody? This is Josh Maloney, Dean Guitar's Artist Relations Director with the one and only Craig Locicero from Forbidden and most recently Spiral Arms, and been a long-time Dean endorser. How long have you been with us now?
2008. 2008. I first approached you guys for the Forbidden reunion shows because I'd been like admiring and watching Dean stuff. I actually had Dean when I was with Man Made God. Dave Vincent had hooked me up with my very first Dean. It was a Cadillac, and I had some Evo stuff, and I used it on tour. And so, but I didn't get fully into it until the Forbidden reunion, and you know, my relationship with this man, which has been awesome.
So we're talking, what, 7 years now? I mean, that's man. Yeah, it seems like it was just yesterday.
That is weird to me. Yeah, it's been. It feels like it was just yesterday that we first did those European tours, and yeah, it's been.
Well, it's interesting. I've been watching. Like, I follow you on like Twitter and Facebook and all that, and I've been noticing. You've been posting a lot of pictures of that sparkle, that ruby red sparkle thoroughbred we did last year. Yeah. That you know, is interesting because when you ordered that, you said you wanted it heavy, and I said, okay, you know, like weight-wise, yes. You wanted it heavy, and I go, okay, what do you mean heavy? And when you told me how heavy you wanted it, I almost couldn't believe it because when we were building it, I thought this has got to be one of the heaviest guitars you've ever made, and it's got to be so brutal to play live. But I mean, you've done it a ton.
You know what? I've been a Les Paul guy for years up until then, and I finally completely weaned myself off the Les Pauls in any live setting because this guitar is so much. To be honest with you, and there's nothing wrong with a great Les Paul.
Sure,
I mean, we're not idiots here. Yeah. But to be honest with you, the way that you guys have designed this thing, just the schematics alone, just like the first one that I got, the first. You know, the Korean version was great. I said, we're going to build a guitar just like that, yep. But it's got to have that Les Paul weight. Sure. And for me, it's like the way to avoid, you know, when people complain about their back and whatnot, it's because they wear little straps or like those little new wave strap or something. It's like, no, just put a big leather strap on.
Like a strap-on?
Strap-on.
Yeah, big one, leather one.
Leather one, yeah, leather strap-on. Okay. But anyway, but that's the whole key for me not, you know, hurting my back whatsoever.
Gotcha.
And I've been playing heavy guitars forever. That's the heaviest.
Oh, dude, that thing is brutal.
Can't wait for the new one. I cannot wait.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little top secret thing, but another sparkle.
Yeah.
In a certain color scheme that's gonna be you know, indicative to your taste and your region of the earth, you know, so to speak. But what's going on with Spiral?
Well, we just finished recording an album. Mostly down here in Pasadena with Eric Kretz from Stone Temple Pilots producing it. And he's actually a great producer. People look at him like he's the shy guy if you don't know him, but he's not shy. Eric just doesn't say nothing unless it has to be said.
Well, those guys sold a couple records, you know, in their day.
30 million records, and they have a guy in their band that sold 80 million records. So that's 110 million records by my recollection. And but you know, it's one of the last great rock and roll bands on the planet, and Eric's been working with me for different demos and capacity stuff since '99. And this is the first time we got to do a full record together.
That's great.
And he brings the Brendan O'Brien school of recording techniques and and he has all that gear. He bought everything, every record they did since Core, he hoarded the best of the gear.
Really?
You know, yeah, he's got an amazing SSL board, you know, all the Neve sidecar gear, but all the best compressors, all the best, I mean, just everything. He's got everything. He's got his studio, built a studio, it was a bomb shelter for years. Wow. Which is where, if you ever watch Henry Rollins, you know, his show, all that live stuff was done at his place.
Oh, wow.
It's like 6,000 square feet. He sold that and moved into a big barn called the Barn Shelter. And he took all his gear with him, and it's even better. And, it's the first record we do with Andy Gallion on drums. He was in Death Angel, and we've been friends since we were kids.
So what's the projected release date on that?
I think they're talking about the end of April now.
Oh, wow. That's good.
Which is a good time. Yeah, it's good. We need to actually... Because we didn't get to really do the groundswell of work before our album came out last time because we were new to you know, SPV and Steamhammer, and now we're with them for a while. They're really excited because they're hearing all this stuff, and it's just killer, dude. It's just killer.
Well, just do me one favor that you didn't do me last year.
Yeah, what's up?
Will you bring Spiral Arms to Florida for the love of God?
Yes. I promise Spiral Arms will not only go to Florida, but that region of the United States. We're gonna hit the South, you know, and I know that we get bugged all the time, man. I apologize, but you know, hey,
what are you going to do?
You're touring in the United States is not a small proposition. It's more expensive. Everything's harder to. So you got to really string your dates together.
Well, you know, here's the thing, dude. That excuse doesn't fly anymore because gas is like 40 cents a gallon.
Yeah,
it's like 1941 over here again.
Don't even get me started on the conspiracy behind that.
Well, we're not going to get all political, at least today. But you know, as long as gas is 40 cents a gallon, you better get your ass to Florida and come out and see us and tour the Dean factory, which is long overdue.
40 cents a gallon?
Well, I mean, I might be being a little facetious, but you know, it's headed there. Even in California, hell, where it's normally $80 a gallon, it's only $2.50.
Right.
So you know, in Tampa, hell, when I go home, who knows what it's going to be?
Well, I know it's a lot less. It costs us a lot less money just to get out here.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Take this trip.
So have you tracked with your new thoroughbred, your red one?
Yeah, no, I've tracked with it. I did all my you know, basic tracks we did live. That's another thing about this record. It's like people say they do their stuff live, but we really got great tones, and we dialed everything in, and we played as a band together. So all that stuff is done with my thoroughbred. You know, some overdubs that pull some things in here and there, but it's mostly my Dean stuff. Good. And and Eric was blown away by how good that thing sounded.
Excellent.
Because you know, his guitar player Dean is pretty good.
Oh yeah, he knows a couple
pretty
things.
good.
Yeah,
and he's not obligated to any one thing. Like, you know, he's a Mr. I'll just take this and use this and that. Yeah. So, but he was like floored by how good that thing sounded.
Excellent.
Really loves it.
So, if people want to find out more about Spiral Arms, how do they get there?
Well, you know, the usual route would, I think today the smartest thing to do would be just to use Facebook and then outwardly go from there. You know, it's on the Twitter, the Facebook.
But you guys have some videos on YouTube too, yeah?
In the YouTube, yeah, we got the Spiral Arms, one word. You know, we got like a few videos from the last record. I think we got 3.
The last one I remember is like that party house where everybody's raising hell and
that was a real party. But it
looks like a real party.
We built the house within a huge studio, and we had a few kegs and.
How'd you get the people?
The puke?
No, not. I don't know if they puke, but I mean, how did you get them? You put a casting call out or what?
No, those are all friends. They were like, we just said one day earlier we didn't want too many people showed up. Almost a couple hundred people showed up. You could only fit so many people in the set.
Yeah.
Everyone was hammered. I don't condone this kind of thing because I don't condone it. But everyone was hammered.
I absolutely condone it.
Yeah, you see.
I endorse it wholeheartedly.
Yeah, but it was an awesome, raging party, and I think there's a few people that are here today that were there. And yeah, it was a good time, man. It was really, I mean, everyone was really, truly wasted, except for me. I was just high.
See, he endorses that.
Yeah, that's what I endorse. I'm from California.
Oh boy, here we go with that. But anyway, listen, Craig, it's great to see you, man. Thanks for coming by the booth.
Thank you.
Thanks for rocking the Deans with the Thoroughbred. And keep your eye out. Spiral Arms, Craig Locicero. We're going to debut a new guitar with him this year that's going to be equally as glittery as the other one, but just a little bit of a different vibe, man. So check out Spiral Arms. Check out www.deanguitars.com for all the info on the Thoroughbred. Craig Locicero, go on and get you some. Fuck yeah, dude. Killer, man. Awesome. Yeah,